Good morning, dear children. Today we discuss the illustration is 5, number 5 mark. So previous class already we discussed over subscription and under subscription. But today class we discuss the topic same, but just twist the problems. Okay, just கொஞ்சம் twist பண்ணி கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. So அது என்ன models அப்படினு பார்ப்போம். Okay, so illustration 5, page number 234. Okay, amma. So illustration 5. Take page number 234. Illustration 5, page number 234. So the problem is Sudha Limited offered 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each. Then to the public payable for rupees 3 on application, rupees 4 on share allotment, and the balance when required. Applications for rupees 1,40,000 shares were received on which the directors allotted as applicants for 60,000 shares full. Then applicants for 75,000 shares, but 40,000 shares excess money will be utilized for allotment. Then applications for 5,000 shares. Next one is 5,000 shares. Nil. Then all the money direct due was received. All the money due was received. Past journal entries up to the receipt of allotment. Okay. So first as usual journal mark. So first as usual journal in the books of Con Limited. Okay. In the books of Con Limited. In the books of Con Limited. So journal entries. Books of Con Limited. Journal entries. Okay. So first one is bank account debtor. So bank account debtor to equity share application account. Equity share application account. Okay, that's all. So this column is LF, then debit, then credit. That's all. Okay, so first one is bank account debtor. First debit column amount is 4,20,000 rupees. So how will you calculate the amount is 4,20,000 mark. So the excess amount 1,40,000, isn't it? So 1,40,000 into 1,40,000 into applications 3 rupees. Application 3 rupees. That's all. So the amount is rupees 4,20,000. So 4,20,000. Then equity share applications 4,20,000. That's all. So the narration is application money received. Application money received. Okay, that's all. Then second journal, same journal mark. So equity share application account debtor. Equity share application account debtor to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. Okay, that's all. So next the amount is நம்ம ஓவர் சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் ஆல்ரெடி என்ன செஞ்சிருக்கோமா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் உள்ளது மட்டும் தான் அப்படி வச்சுக்கணும் ரெண்டாவதுல இருந்து என்ன செஞ்சிரணும் நம்ம ஓல்ட் இஷ்யூ பண்ண சப்ஸ்கிரைப் அமௌண்ட்டை நம்ம போட்டுறணும் so 1 lakh into 3 so 3 lakh rupees okay so 3 lakh rupees that's all so the narration is transfer of application share transfer of application money to share capital. Share capital. Okay. So next journal என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன் so excess applications money ஒன்று வந்திருக்குல்ல applications for 5000 shares கொடுத்துருக்காங்க இல்லையா so allotmentோட நம்ம முகில் பண்ணிருக்கோம்னு சொல்லிருக்கோம் so அப்போ share equity share application account debtor equity share application account debtor to bank account okay so the amount கொடுத்திருக்காங்கலமா 5000 so 5000 into application money how much ma 3 rupees through 3 so that amount is 15000 the amount is 15000 so the narration is excess application money refunded excess application money refunded excess application money refunded okay that's all so next as usual journal so equity share application account debtor equity share application account debtor to equity share allotment account to equity share allotment account okay that's all so the amount is 40,000 35,000 so 75,000 already கொடுத்திருக்காங்கமா அதுல உனக்கு 40,000 less பண்ணனும் so less பண்ணேனா உனக்கு 35,000 rupees கிடைக்கும் into 3 okay 35,000 into 3 1 lakh 5,000 so 1 lakh 5,000 rupees that's all 1 lakh 5,000 rupees okay so next one same journal ma so equity share allotment account debtor next one next one equity share allotment account equity share allotment account debtor to equity share capital account to equity share capital account okay that's all so 1 lakh into allotment amount how much more 4 rupees so 4 lakh rupees so debit balance credit balance ma so 4 lakh rupees that's all so the narration is share allotment money due share allotment money due that's all next one is bank account debtor next same journal dama bank account நம்ம as usual எப்பவும் பண்ணுவோம் இல்லையா same model தான் bank account debtor equity share allotment account equity share allotment account the amount is So equity share allotment எவ்வளவு அப்படி நம்ம calculate பண்ணணும். So எப்படி how will you calculate the equity share allotment? 4 lakh minus 1 lakh 5,000. Okay, 4 lakh minus 1 lakh 5,000. இந்த 4 lakh allotmentல இருந்து நம்ம என்ன செஞ்சிருக்கோம், ஷேர் allotment இன்னொன்னு பண்ணிருக்கோம் இல்லையா, அது வந்து என்ன செய்ய போறோம், நம்ம equity share applications நேரா பண்ணிருக்கோம் இல்லையா, அந்த அமௌண்ட்டை மைனஸ் பண்ணணும். So 4 lakh minus 1,05,000 rupees. So the amount is 2,95,000. 2,95,000. That's all. So the narration is allotment money received. Allotment money received. That's all. Okay, Amma? So, இதுல doubts இருக்கமா உங்களுக்கு? Okay. So next one is, next topic is calls in advance. Next topic is calls in advance. Okay. So calls in advance na enna appadina, the excess amount paid over a called up value of share is known as called in advance. So excess money நம்ம என்ன செஞ்சிருப்போம் அப்படின்னா paid over a called up value ஆ இருக்கும். அதான் என்ன சொல்லுவோம், called in advance. It is the excess money paid on application or allotment or calls. Then such excess amount can be returned or adjusted towards the future payment. So future payment ஓட adjust பண்ணுவாங்க. If the company decides to adjust such amount towards future payment, the excess amount may also be transferred to the separate account called calls in advance account. That's all. Okay. So the journals paragama, for money received in advance on allotment on call. So allotment on call la namakku advance irundhuchu appadina, the journal is bank account debtor, bank account debtor to calls in advance account, to calls in advance account. Okay. So debit column, credit column la amount fill பண்ணிடணும். That's all. So for adjusting towards call, adjust ஒரு வேலை பண்ணிருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னா என்ன வரும் அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன். So adjusting calls na நம்மளுக்கு so adjusting calls போது for adjusting towards calls. Okay. So calls in advance account, calls in advance account debtor to share call account, to share call account. Okay. So amount, that's all. So next illustration 6 mark. Illustration 6, page number, illustration 6, page number 236 mark, page number 236. Okay. So Aruna Mills Limited with a registered capital of rupees 5 lakhs in equity shares of rupees 10 each, issued 20,000 of such shares payable as follows: 4 per share on application, 4 per share on allotment, and 2 per share on first and final call. So the issue was duly subscribed. All the money payable was duly received. But on allotment, one shareholder paid the entire balance on his holding of 300 shares. So it's a clue ma, இதுதான் உங்களுக்கு calls in advance. So one shareholder paid the entire balance on his holding of 300 shares. Okay. Give journal entries to record the above. Okay. So first, as usual journal ma. So in the books of Aruna Mills Limited. Okay. In the books of Aruna Mills Limited. Okay. So first, date, then particulars, then LF, then debit, then also credit. Okay. So first journal, as usual journal ma. So application kulladu. So bank account debtor to share application account to share application account. So how much ma? Application bank account debtor application account. So issued 20,000 of charges as payable as follows. So 20,000 into 4 per share on application. 4. Okay. So 4 8s are 4 to 4s are 8. So 80,000. Okay. 80,000. Next term. Application money received. Application money received. Okay, that's all. Next journal, same second journal ma. Share application account debtor to share capital account. To share capital account. That's all. So the amount is same 80,000 rupees. இது ஒரு அண்டர் சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷனா நினைச்சிட கூடாதுமா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ இல்ல 20,000 ஷேர்ஸ் 5 lakh in rupees 5 lakh கொடுத்திருக்காங்க ஓகே 50,000 ஷேர்ஸா இருந்திருக்கும் அதுல 20,000 ஷேர்ஸ் தான் நமக்கு என்ன பேயபிள் ஆயிருக்கு ஓகே தட்ஸ் ஆல் சோ நெக்ஸ்ட் share allotment account debtor next journal allotment share allotment account debtor to share capital account to share capital account. So the amount is same 20,000 into 4. Okay. So 80,000 rupees. 80,000 rupees. That's all. Next amount due. Allotment money amount due. Money due. Okay. Okay. Next one. Next தான் நமக்கு என்ன பார்க்க போறோம் all the money was payable as daily receipt but on allotment one share paid so allotment அப்படிங்கற வேர்ட் இருக்கு இல்லையா அதனால நம்ம allotmentல ஒரு journal எக்ஸர்சைஸா பண்ண போறோம் சோ என்ன journal அப்படினு பார்ப்போம் bank account debtor okay bank account debtor to share allotment account to calls in advance account to calls in advance so advance 300 க்கு வாங்கிருக்காங்க இல்லையா calls in advance account so bank account as usual allotment amount 20,000 into 4 plus 300 into 2 rupees okay 2 per allotment ganama and 2 per first and final call okay so 2 rupees advance so 2 rupees advance means 20,000 into 4 80,000 80 plus over 600 80,600 rupees that's all 80,600 okay next one is share first and final call account next journal Okay. So first, share first and final call. Final call account debtor. Final call account debtor to share capital account. To share capital account. Okay. So the amount is 20,000 into 2. So 20,000 into 2 rupees. How much? 40,000 rupees. Okay. The first and final call money due. Okay, that's all. So next one is bank account debtor. Bank account debtor. Last one எழுதணும்போது calls in advance account. Calls in advance account debtor to share first and final call. First and final call account. Okay, so the amount is 20,000 shares minus 300 already pay பண்ணிருக்கோம். So how much? 19,700 into 2. So the amount is 39,400. So calls in advance amount how much? 300 into 2. So 600 rupees. The overall share final call amount is 40,000. Okay, first and final call in advance adjusted. First call money received and calls in advance adjusted. Advance adjusted. Okay, that's all. It's a calls in advance account. So advance நாலே நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணுமா? அட்வான்ஸா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பே பண்ணிருக்காங்க. ஓகே, சோ பே பண்ணாங்க அப்படிங்கும்போது நமக்கு 300 rupees ஆல்ரெடி பெய்டு. So already pay பண்ணும்போது நமக்கு ஜர்னல் என்ன bank account debtor also in advance account debtor to share first and final call account. So share first and final call. So calls in advance how much? 300 into 600. So bank account 20,000 minus 300. So the 20,000 shares already 300 shares pay பண்ணிருக்கோம். Yeah. So 19,700 into 39,400. The total amount is 40,000. Okay. So next one is calls in arrear account. So next one is calls in arrear. So calls in arrear na என்னமா? Calls in arrear na the shareholders fail to pay the amount due on allotment or calls. So calls லையோ allotment லையோ நம்ம amount pay பண்ணாம விட்டுருக்கோம் அப்படின்னா that is calls in arrear. Okay, so calls in arrear. Calls in arrear. The shareholder fails to pay the amount due on allotment or on calls இருக்கலாம் or allotment இருக்கலாம். ஓகேமா, that's all. Fails to pay தான் முக்கியமான word. Calls in arrear. So first arrear, by not opening calls in arrear account under this method, amount unpaid by shareholders remains in the respective call amount until the amount is collected of the shares or perpetua. Okay, so opening calls in arrear இருந்திருக்கும். opening இல்ல calls in arrear இருந்திருக்கும். Then second one, by opening calls in arrear account, by not opening one by opening account சொல்லணும்னா, so under this method amount unpaid by shareholders is transferred. Okay, by debited is to separate account called calls in arrear account. When calls in arrear is collected or when the share is perpetua, so the calls in arrear account is created. That's all. Okay, so illustration 7 பாருங்கமா தெரியும். So illustration 7, illustration 7, page number 238. Okay, illustration 7, page number 238. So Jayam Tyres issued 15,000 ordinary shares of rupees 10 each payable as follows. So 3 on application, rupees 5 on allotment, rupees 2 on first and final call. All money were duly received except one shareholder holding 100 shares failed to pay the call money. Pass the necessary journal entries for call using the calls in arrear account. Okay. So fails to pay call money அப்படின்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. சோ இதுல எதுல நமக்கு வந்து பே பண்ணாம விட்டுருக்காங்க? கால்ஸ் மணி இல்லையா, அலாட்மெண்ட் மணி இல்லையா அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா நமக்கு கால் மணி. ஓகே, சோ அப்ப நம்ம என்ன ஜர்னல் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணுமா? சோ ஈக்விட்டி ஷேர் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஜர்னல் இஸ் ஆர்டினரி ஜர்னல். ஓகே, சோ ஈக்விட்டி ஷேர் அதான் நம்மளுக்கு அலாட்மெண்ட் தென் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அண்ட் ஃபைனல் கால் மட்டும் தான் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. ஓகே, சோ அத மட்டும் நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ண போறோம். Okay, equity share date, particulars, then LF, then debit, then only then credit. Okay, next term, equity share first and final call account. First and final call account debtor to share capital account. To share capital account. Okay, so the amount is 15,000 ordinary shares. So 15,000 into first call amount, how much ma? First and final call amount 2 rupees. So 2. So 30,000 rupees. 30,000 rupees. The narration is share first and final call money due. Money due. Okay, that's all. So second journal is bank account debtor. Bank account debtor calls in arrear account. Calls in arrear account. ஏன்னா இது ஃபெயில்ஸ்லாமா அதனால. Okay, debtor to equity share first and final call account. Okay, that's all. So the amount fails, the amount is 100 shares. So 15,000 minus 100 is equal to 14,900 into how much ma? 2 rupees. So 2. So 14,000 இதுக்குள்ள preparation ma. So 14,900 into 2. How much? 29,800. So next calls in arrear how much ma? 100 shares into 2 rupees. So 200 rupees. Okay, debit balance. So the credit balance is how much? 30,000. 15,000 into 2, 30,000. That's all. Okay, so the narration is amount received on calls. Amount received on calls and amount not received transferred to calls in arrear account. account. That's all. Okay. So first, as usual journal. First journal is as usual journal. Then second journal is arrear journal. So arrear first arrear add debit panano. Okay, bank account debtor falls in arrear account debtor to equity share first and final call. Okay, இதெல்லாம் நமக்கு arrear allotmentலயே வரலாம். So allotmentல வரும்போது நம்ம allotmentக்கு journal பண்ண வேண்டியது இருக்கும். So bank account debtor falls in arrear account debtor to equity share allotment account அப்படினு நம்ம prepare பண்ணுவோம். Okay, so இது வந்து first and final call நால நம்ம இந்த journal prepare பண்ணிருக்கோம். Next you prepare the 15,000 shares minus 100 rupees spent shares. So minus 100 is equal to 14,900 into 2 rupees first and final call amount. So 2 rupees is equal to 29,800 shares. Then calls in arrear 100 shares 100 into 200 rupees. That's all. So the overall amount is 30,000. So the narration amount received on calls and amount not received transferred to calls in arrear account. That's all. Okay. So next class we will see the forfeiture shares. So forfeiture of shares ரொம்ப important one forfeiture of shares. Then forfeiture le reissue of forfeiture shares வர ஒன்னு உண்டு. ஓகேயா? So ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ரெண்டு chapters. So the next classல பார்க்கலாம். Okay. Thank you students. Thank you so much.